welcome. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thanks so much for stopping in. So I'm getting ready to work on some wristlets for the cell phone. They're like beaded cell phone wristlets. So I've already lined up my beads the way I want them. Okay, so we are going to make a pink bow wristlet for our phone. So I'm using, this one is 0.8. I'm just using this up. I have a bunch of 0.5 also. Either one works fine. The biggest thing is just making sure that your beads are able to fit, right? So that the diameter of the diameter of your string is not too big for your beads. That's the biggest thing. And especially since, remember, we're doubling it over. So we are going to, I just sort of guesstimate on how big I want my little wristlets, right? And I generally cut off a little bit more than what I need. And then, so remember, it's going to be doubled over. So this is a double piece. So this is how big my string is, right? Now I'm going to put my ends to end and double it over. And again, get my little loop. And then my loop is going to go inside this little loop at the bottom of my clamp. Now, like I always say, if you want to, you can add a, little round hook there. Something like this, probably a little smaller, but something like that. I just don't do that because the whole purpose for doing these like this is to have the least amount of stuff that can come apart. So this method that I like to do is without clamping anything. You're not clamping materials together. You're just simply adding all of your beads, and it's just less stuff to come apart, to fall off and people to lose and it to break and them to be sad. Okay, so it's through that little hole, right? So hole, and then my string is just going to come up through that hole and come around to tie on the end of my little loop here. That's it. Simple as that. Sometimes you got to manipulate it. Now, I'm going to put it on fast while I'm putting my beads on, but we're going to put our beads on and we're going to go on fast mode all the way until I get to the last 3 or 4 beads, okay? But your beads, all of your beads are going to go on both pieces of your string, okay? Both pieces. All right, so now we've got our beads on up until I've got the last 4 and my back end clamp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my strings, and these last 4 beads are only going to go on one side of the string. So I'm just going to bead these. All right, so now I got my clamp. with the little hook on the end. So I'm going to go through that, and then I'm going to bring it and I'm going to wrap it around. And so by wrapping it around, my hook's not going to go anywhere. And now because I've wrapped it around, I can go back up through the same beads without my string coming out. So I'm going to go back up now a second time through these beads that only have one string in them. So now they're all going to have 2 strings in them, except these 4 beads, it's the same string twice. Okay, so now I've got 2 ends of my string, and I'm just going to take and pull this one so that I'm pulling them together. I just pull them together, and now I'm going to take my 2 ends and I'm going to tie them. So I'm going to do a surgeon's knot. So basically I'm just wrapping it around itself, and then I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull it really tight so that my beads come up together nice and tight. All right, so now I'm going to just knot it again. And then just knot it a couple times. And then I'm going to just cut my strings off. So again, now we've got our wristlet for our, oh, I meant to put another bow bead right there. So now it's not even, that's okay. But we've got our wristlet for our phone, our 2 clamps, and we didn't have to, like, nothing's gonna fall apart. We didn't have to clamp anything. We have no pieces that we're afraid that they might come undone and fall apart. Everything is just one solid piece. Now, this is the same idea. So if you want to do purse charms, like the long ones that go end to end of your straps, same thing. You're just going to make it longer. I can't believe see where I put these 2 beads here? I should have put another bow. I meant to put, that was supposed to be another bow, not those. But you know what? I'm not taking it undone, so it is just fine. But yeah, so these are so cute, and they're really great gifts. Now, if you're going to be selling them, don't mess up like I did, and to make sure your stuff is the way you want it. But these are great. So, you know, a nice way to either make extra money, and again, you can make them as expensive or inexpensive as you want, and they're super cute. You can, great way to make extra money, or, you know, great like little gift for people. And this one was done, these bows like this. All right, so I did a video before of my little tabs that I use, and I'll link it in. So the little tab, so basically your little tab just goes, here's your phone, and it just goes in here flat. This is this like plastic stuff that I got from, it's got Disney pictures. I got it from AliExpress, but you can use, like, I like to use like the faux leather. But the other thing that I really like to use, and I couldn't do it for this, and you want to know why? Because Cricut is being a pain in the butt. So I have an original maker, and now all of a sudden it's not, Cricut is not acknowledging like the knife blade. So I normally would be able to cut, let me show you. So I got to figure out what to do because I had to, so normally this cutting board material, I could cut with my Cricut Maker. But because it's not doing my knife blade, the deep point blade is just not enough to cut it. So now I got to figure out why. I'm going to call them and see if they can like reset it, because what a pain in the neck. It's so ridiculous. Like, I want to be able to use my knife blade. So anyways, but I have this, you know, plastic stuff that I use. There's lots of different materials you can use. So anyways, but whatever it is that you use, you just want something that's going to be thin, because it has to sit between, you know, your phone and your phone case, and then go down here, and then down here is also where you charge it, you know, so you want all of this to be thin. So, but this is like, this is just a thin plasticky material. And then I'm going to put this little ring on it. So this is just, you know, a little jewelry ring from Hobby Lobby. Now, the problem with these jewelry rings is that, I mean, maybe you can. When I say you, I mean me. I can never get these things to close back as well as I would like them to. So I try not to open them too much if I can help it. You know, because these things, they always come undone. So for me, anytime I use a ring like this, I always, so we'll close it back, but I always take and I put some glue right there where it closes, because even as much as I push it together, I feel like it's just not, it's never closed all the way. You know, and this stuff is so thin, see? It'll just slide right out. And this thing is pushed down closed really good. These things just never close. Make sure you put a little bit of, just put like a little dab of glue, like a little dab of super glue right there where it closes together. And that way you have no worry about it. You know, because you could take it and go on top of it, but then it just looks crazy. So anyways, we're going to put a little glue there. Super glue, just to make sure, because if you're giving them to people, and especially if you're selling them, you don't want them to fall off, right? So anyways, you've got your little ring, and then your little wristlet hooks, and there you go. So this is a little Disney one. I wish that it were just clear. I might actually find something cuter and pink to cut and save my Disney one for something else. But just so you can see. I'm really upset that I can't cut my clear plastic ones out right now because of the maker being such a pain in the neck. But anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed and beautiful day, friends, and I'll see you later. Bye.